Hey y'all, Kentucky Farmer here, and today we are back for our 7th episode in our Let's Play on Goldcrest Valley in the new Farming Simulator 17. When we left off, we had finished up our first day of work on the map, and I have since advanced time. It is now, I think it's about 7 a.m. in the morning. Oop. There we go, yep, 7 a.m. And our fields have grown, so we're in the first growth stage now on our oilseed radish cover crop. So we are ready to do a little more farming here. Let's see, we're gonna open up our info tab here, and let's take a look at the fields. Alright, and we have, yep, all 3 fields are in the first growth state with oilseed radish. 14 and 15 have their initial fertilization, and 12 is actually up to the 2nd level. I wound up planting the oilseed radish on here before I realized I needed to plow it. So then I went back and plowed it and planted a second batch of oilseed radish on it. So it's actually, the planter I've been using fertilizes as it seeds. So both of these, both times that I planted it, I wound up fertilizing. So this one here, we really just have to cultivate in and then plant, and it should be good to go. These here, since they only have 1 stage of fertilization, if we cultivate and plant, they'll then have 2, so then we'll have to do 1 more thing. And so with these, we'll wind up running the de-weeder, which will give us our 3rd level of fertilization. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm just going to go back here. I'm going to go find my planter. There it is. I guess I need to find my tractor first. There we go. Now, one of the other things I did need to figure out with this one is I need to refill my seed and my fertilizer. So I'm going to go ahead and detach, and then I'm going to go find my pallet forks. Alright, there we go. We got our pallet forks. I can go over and grab one of those seed pallets and one of the fertilizer pallets, and in theory, we just hold them over the seeder and it refills it. Let's see here, what do we have? So that looks like seed, and that looks like dry fertilizer, and of course that's the liquid fertilizer. So let's start with the seed. Alright, well there it opened. I just gotta figure out how to get this thing over it. It looks like it filled some of it. Maybe that was enough. Alright, let's, if I hook up to this, it should tell me. No, it's not full on seed yet. Alright. Actually, here, let me try something else. Let me unfold it, and then I can open the cover, but I'm guessing as soon as I unhook, it's going to close the cover. No, okay. Alright, well, let's grab one of these fertilizers. Ooh. That's odd. Why did it shut the door? Alright, that's a little hokey. Well, nevertheless, I guess it's full now. Yeah, that was my problem with the seed. I was actually trying to dump the seed in. Alright. So, credits to Giants on the realism, but this is way more difficult than it needs to be. And if you're gonna make it realistic, not like dump the seed on the side and not over it. I don't know. Maybe that planter's weird, but that wasn't very good. Alright. Alright, we are full up. Now the question is, what do we want to plant? Because one of my strategies in this game is to only sell when there's a great demand, and I don't need any particular thing for livestock or at this point, I kind of want to plant something different in each one of the fields. So I may do like barley, canola, and wheat. Because I don't want to buy... Well, I can only seed what this thing will let me seed. And so we can do oilseed radish, grass, which we don't want to do either of those, wheat, barley, and canola. Oh, and soybeans. Ooh, soybeans. That's tempting. Alright, well... And technically right now, we have... I have wheat. So, I might as well do 1 barley, 1 canola, and 1 soybean. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to start over here on 12, and I'll do canola. And so, in theory, this seeder will cultivate in, which will give us, actually, you know what, I just thought about this. I think I misspoke earlier when I was trying to figure this all out. Right, so this is that second stage fertilization. So cultivating in the oilseed radish gets us to third stage, and then we're actually going to overdo it because this seeder also fertilizes. So I wonder what that's going to look like. And then on 14 and 15, we don't need to run the de-weeder. We just plant because we'll get to the second stage fertilization because we're cultivating as we plant. And then we'll get the third stage of fertilization because we're fertilizing as we plant. So that's probably what's going to happen here. So we'll go ahead and we'll stick with the plan though. We'll do canola here, and then barley on 15 and soybeans on 14. And then I'll probably just fast forward through most of this. Like I do in all my other videos. So, enjoy the ride. Alright, so we've got our 3 fields planted, and yep, look at that. They are both, well, all 3 of them are now fully fertilized. They're in the darkest blue of the 3 shades. And we've got canola, soybeans, and barley. Perfect. Now we just gotta wait for them to grow. Two of the things that I'm going to need to figure out here eventually is I'm going to need a trailer that I can put seed and fertilizer pallets on. And I'm going to need something that I can put gas in my tractor with. So if we look at the store, pretty sure if there's no flatbeds under tippers. Right, okay. Under miscellaneous. So this is the fuel trailer. This is how we can get. It says tanks transport liquids. Interesting. But the only liquid it shows is fuel. So I guess that's how we get gas to our tractors. And then I've done a little bit of work with this low loader. I haven't tried the old original Flegel. And this one doesn't have straps. So where else might there be a trailer? Under baling technology. So there's this Flegel bale trailer used to transport bales. And then this is a mod, this Brantner. Also listed as a bale trailer. This has got wagon wheels on the front, and so does this one. Man. I'd rather not have. And there's no guarantee that this one actually has straps. Alright, well I guess I gotta do a little more research here because I don't know what trailer I would use. There's no trailer with these, right? So I'm not too sure what trailer I would use to actually move these. I really don't want to drive over to the store every time I need to fill up. Alright, well, we've only got 49,000, and if we check our finances, we've had $630 worth of property income so far today. We had $630 of property income yesterday. I'm not too sure what that is, but I kind of think that that might be from the solar panels. So it's, let's see here, let me get a calculator. And then let's go check how much our income is from the solar panels. $45 an hour. So yeah, that's pretty close. So yeah, that's probably what that is. And since it's almost 8 a.m. and yesterday we bought those later in the afternoon, so we had them for about 8 hours yesterday. So I'm guessing that number will keep going up today. And then our vehicle running cost is 4,551. Just trying to see here if let's see, 45 times 2 times 24. It's 2,160. It's interesting that our property maintenance was $1. Like, we're supposed to pay property maintenance on the solar panels, and I imagine some of those sheds that we own. Unless because these are here, they count as vehicles. Oh no, these don't have maintenance. I wonder if they got rid of that. I thought placeable objects used to have like a daily maintenance rate. Yeah, $40 a day. $25 a day. That's interesting. I wonder where that gets figured into our financials. It's funny they add all these line items, but the the line items I'm interested in don't actually appear to be here. Because we have property maintenance, which that's what I would think all that stuff would fall under. Unless they're lumping it under other. Anyways, we could basically go all day and not spend any money and only need to have about $2,000 to pay our vehicle running costs. I'm just trying to think what else is there to do now while I wait for these fields to grow. I guess I pretty much just go keep doing missions. So, yeah, alright. I'm going to hop into my truck here, and I'm going to drive all the way up to Field 5, where I left off yesterday, and do that big harvest mission up on Field 5. That's gonna take a little bit. And then that'll probably be all I have time for today. So, this will actually wind up being a relatively short episode. Just because by the time I fast forward the field work and the mission work, there's not a whole lot left. So let's see, I think I'm going the right way. Yep. Okay. Well, that's interesting. This field is cultivated, maybe? And I think we harvested it. So, yeah, that's interesting. So the I don't know, are they NPCs in this game, non-participatory characters? Are they do they do some of the field work, or would every field be left off basically at the last state that I did work on it? We've got this one here. I think I don't know, I think I fertilized this one yesterday, and it is ready to harvest. So I'll actually do both these harvest missions then. We'll start with this one. Very nice. Alright, well that was easy. A big long field like that makes it easy to combine. "95 minutes. You know what? I think, oh, that's soybeans. I think I might end the video here, and I may actually just harvest this off camera. It's an hour and a half of driving a harvester back and forth, and that's a lot of, it's kind of just a logistical issue for video recording, right? It's going to be, this video is already an hour long, and once I get up to 2.5 hours, it starts to become an issue with hard drive storage. So I may just, and it's not very exciting to watch this get done. So I think I'm just going to end this video here, and I'm going to do this off camera, and then I'll pick this up tomorrow. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them below. If you like this video, please click the like button. It really helps. And if you haven't already, please subscribe for more Farming Simulator videos. I'm Kentucky Farmer. Thanks for watching.